Hola mundo, hello world in Spanish. It's me, Jalen Fit, and I'm back with another video. And the topic of today's video is, can super slow reps continue to stimulate or facilitate muscle growth? I was browsing my comments today and I was checking out my video on Tyrone's response of doing 20 push-ups a day daily, and someone had stated that all you have to do is slow down the reps and you'll continue to build muscle. Now that sounds good in theory, because you are eliciting the principle of time and attention. We know that there's multiple factors that's responsible for stimulating muscle growth. Time and attention is one of them. And what that means is that the amount of time that your muscles are under stress, under tension. Okay? So, the theory goes, all you have to do is slow down the reps. So for example, I have a 10-pound dumbbell here. Instead of doing my reps like this, boom, 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 I just slow them down. I mean, it looks good. You'll get a muscle pump. You'll fatigue the metabolites. You're getting time and attention. You're also getting eccentric tension, which is all good. Those are all factors of muscle growth. But you're neglecting a very, very, very paramount factor. And that factor is contraction tension. You are not getting greater contraction tension by going slower. You're not. Okay? Contraction tension is the force exerted upon muscles to facilitate a stronger contraction. The stronger the contraction being facilitated, the more you have to recruit the upper threshold muscle fibers. You have two types of muscle fibers. Type 1 slow twitch muscle fibers, they're more fatigue resistant. Those fibers can go on and on all day. The reason why I can sit upright like this is because my type 1 fast slow twitch muscle fibers in my abdominals and in my lumbar spine are working, and they are fatigue resistant, meaning they can facilitate contractions for a long period of time. Okay? But the reason why I can't bench press 225 all day long is because I'm not utilizing those type 1 muscle fibers. I'm utilizing type 2 muscle fibers. And these are the upper threshold muscle fibers. These are the muscle fibers that are larger in diameter. They're not as fatigue resistant, but they're large in diameter and they have the most potential for growth. These are the fibers that are responsible for making your muscles bigger and stronger. The only way to recruit these fibers is by generating more contraction tension, guys. This here is a contraction. Okay? I can slow my contractions down. That's not going to mean that I'm going to generate more contraction tension. I'm just utilizing my slow twitch muscle fibers. This is why I can do this all day. I can do this all day. But I'm not recruiting those upper threshold type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers, the ones that are responsible for growth. The only way you're going to recruit those muscle fibers is if you generate more contraction tension. And you can do that by making the exercise harder, by changing it up. Okay, so if you're doing a regular push-up, and you can do easy 15. If you go to a wide push-up, you might generate more contraction tension because the exercise is harder, meaning you have to recruit the upper threshold muscle fibers. You must recruit the upper threshold muscle fibers in order to build muscle. Those are the ones that are responsible for growth. Okay, look at a sprinter and look at a marathon runner. A marathon runner recruits slow twitch muscle fibers, more fatigue resistant. It's more myoglobin content, which is going to allow oxygen to be delivered and elicit oxidative catabolism. And with fast twitch muscle fibers, there's less myoglobin, but the muscle fibers are larger and they generate rapid contractions. Unlike slow twitch, which is slow contractions, fast twitch generate rapid contractions. That's why sprinters are so quick, rapid contractions. But they're not as resistant to fatigue, meaning you can't do it for a long period of time. Look at marathoners' physiques. versus sprinters' physiques. Sprinters are normally much more bigger and stronger. Marathon runners are much more weaker and thinner. But they have different goals. Marathon runners are focused on endurance and stamina, while sprinters are focused on power, speed. If you want to continue to build muscle, this video is getting a little bit long now. If you want to continue to build muscle, you must not only incorporate time and attention, but you must also incorporate contraction tension, which is the force exerted upon your muscles. Doing a rep range slower. This is not changed. This here is no different from this here in terms of force produced. Same amount of force, only difference is I'm slowing the rep range down. But I'm going to increase my chances of fatiguing my metabolites, in which I can't facilitate contraction tension because my metabolites are going to be fatigued much more. Just because I thought that time and attention is going to help me build more muscle. True, but I also have to incorporate contraction tension. Now, if you couple those two together, then you'll be building muscle quicker than a jackrabbit in a race against a turtle. Alright? With that being said, I hope you guys understood it. I didn't want to make this video too long, or I hope I didn't make it too redundant, but sometimes you just have to repeat the proper information so people can assimilate it. You know, the basic proper information. So couple time and attention with contraction tension. That's how you build muscle. Not slowing the rep range down. Okay, there's less innervation. The less innervation, I'm gonna make a whole nother video about muscle fiber innervation and how it works, because I think we need to know this stuff. Muscle innervation and how recruiting muscle fibers actually works electrophysiologically speaking. But for the most part, guys, time and attention plus contraction tension. Contraction tension is gonna allow you to recruit those upper dorsal muscle fibers, the ones that are responsible for growth. Okay, unless you want to look like a marathon runner, you can do your 50 rep sets or slow your rep range down. Slow your contractions down and get more time and attention. If you want to look like a marathon runner, that's cool. But if you want to look like a sprinter, you want to be bigger and stronger, contraction tension, time and attention. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm talking too fast. Peace.